Hello, my name's Woody Gall, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about using evidence-based and multisensory practices while working to help develop phonemic awareness in my second language learners. So currently, I'm a teacher in China, and here I've run into a few specific examples of challenges that are affecting the development of their phonemic awareness. One is that they don't have the cognates in their first language, Mandarin. Another is that they don't come in with an alphabet in their mother tongue. Another is that certain sounds are not native to them. And then additionally, some words or sounds in English have very different meanings and sometimes an offensive or inflammatory definition in Mandarin. Some evidence-based practices of vocabulary building and native skills training are interlaced within my instructions. So some ideas of multisensory teaching of phonics might include using your bodies to spell out words, having a scavenger hunt game throughout the hallways, spelling out words on each other's backs, or using letters and blocks, and even dancing and singing. And in my teaching practice, I try to incorporate many multisensory practices to assist in the learning process. So I love music and like to add songs and little tunes as teaching aids. Often a different song will have a specific meaning. For example, when you hear this song, it means be quiet, get ready. I always include visuals to aid with my vocabulary connection and comprehension. One example that I'm thinking of in teaching the story elements, I just finished a lesson on the elements of a story, including character, setting, beginning, middle, and end. So there's a little video that we watch that I found first, and then I go through each word individually with a picture and definition on a PPT for them to watch. And the learners are supposed to work in groups to develop a story that includes these elements. So I first end up acting out a story using these elements. And I say, once upon a time, there was a very handsome man named Mr. Gall. And every day he would walk across a beautiful bridge on his way to work. But then a big storm came and broke the bridge in two. Finally, Mr. Gall and his good friend worked together to rebuild the bridge. So this tries to give them a clear example of the expectations, and I also assist by scaffolding their writing with story starters like once upon a time, and then, finally, the end. So the students are going to also be acting this out using their bodies in a new way to tell the story. And they can also draw pictures of their different story elements as well. My students express common struggles when developing phonemic awareness and language and reading skills. In order to impact comprehension and engagement for my students, I'm motivated to choose texts in my classroom that are connected to their specific characteristics. So specifically, the age of my students, their background, and their personal interests help sway my choice of materials. Also, motivations. They want to be engaged in their bodies, moving, playing, and acting like other people and animals. And the purpose of their reading is another clear indicator in my choosing of texts. Many students are motivated by the desire to impress their parents or peers or their teacher by doing well. However, many students feel an aversion to doing something that they have to do, or if they aren't readily proficient in English, they have a harder time working through language challenges if the text is about something they're not interested in, and it all of a sudden becomes boring. So with all of that in mind, I try to choose texts that can start out easy and try to have a lot of fun and engaging moments. So those are my thoughts right now on this subject. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Have a great day.